Side hustle number 1 is architectural rendering, and more specifically, it's using Twinmotion for your rendering. Twinmotion is completely free for those that earn under $1 million per year. Now, if you're making more than $1 million a year US, then you can go ahead and pay for Twinmotion, especially when you can charge upwards of $5,000 per single image. I'm not even kidding. Now, this takes an extremely long time to get to. You can start out by charging $50 a render for the worst quality you've ever seen. And after watching my completely free Twinmotion 2-hour training course that is live right now on YouTube, I'll link it down below for anybody to go and watch, you can easily charge 2 to 4 times that with no proof of concept and be absolutely crushing it on sites like Fiverr, Upwork, or any other freelancing website. Once you've mastered Twinmotion, we can move on to side hustle number 2, and that's video editing. Now, I bring up video editing because it's something that I know, it's something that I've paid for, it's something that I've been paid to do. I've had experience in all 3 boats of this scenario. Now, I genuinely believe that video editing is an invaluable skill moving forward into the future, especially as more and more companies are hiring people with skills in video editing. Now, video editing is another one of those things that you need a computer, an internet connection for, and some time. If you have all of those, you could dive straight in. There are 1,000,001 videos on YouTube to learn how to video edit. To be honest, that's where I learned how to video edit, and it's still where I go to find some of my inspiration. Once you've learned some of the basics for any program, any software of choice, you can go ahead and start charging to edit other people's videos, again on some freelancing website. If you're half decent at video editing, you can start charging $10 per minute of video edited. Now, this might not sound like a lot, but videos add up. For example, this video could be anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to even an hour long. So you could be making anywhere from $100 to $300 to $600 to edit a video just like this one. But full disclosure, for most YouTube videos that take a little bit of effort to edit, that don't count any screen overlays or graphics or any of that seriously time-intensive stuff, it's going to take you approximately 1 hour to 1 minute of edited time. So starting out, you're going to be making as little as $10 an hour. Once you become half decent at video editing, you can charge thousands of dollars for one video, rather than a couple dollars per minute of edited video. All in all, you easily reach $1,000 a week editing other people's videos, as long as you put in the time, effort, and patience and get exceptionally good at what you need to do. After mastering Twinmotion and video editing, the third side hustle is actually home. It's YouTube. The third side hustle is still YouTube. In 2024, YouTube is an incredible place for young entrepreneurs, individuals, and people wanting to grow a side hustle, a side business, any sort of branding, marketing, anything. It is still home. Now, YouTube is definitely a long-term game. I've been on this platform for over 5 years, and I've posted a variety of different content, from fitness to cars to architectural rendering to architectural education and everything in between. And this channel is still very, very small comparatively to some of those huge mammoths that we all know and love. But at the end of the day, when you combine YouTube with a brand store, a merchandising package, Patreon, or anything of that like, you can quickly scale the business up to $1,000 a week and reaching these goals that you're looking for. When you're starting out, it's going to be rough. Realistically, you're going to be making $3 to $5 per 1,000 views. Now, considering it takes 4,000 watch hours, not just views, to become monetized, it might take you a while to get there. But once you do, if you wanted to, you could live a digital nomad life. You can travel wherever you want, you can live however you want, you can live wherever you want. If you wanted to work 8 hours a week or 400 hours a week, which isn't possible, first of all, you could at least try your best. With YouTube, you're your own boss and you make as much as you're willing to put in. If you want to know how much this YouTube channel makes specifically just on AdSense, not on any of the sales or marketing or any of the brand subscriptions, and if you're wondering what they are, davidtomic.com.au down below will show you exactly what I sell. You can do the basic maths. 4.5 million views is what this channel currently has. I make on average $5 Australian per 1,000 views. 4.5 million divided by 1,000 times $5. That's the general average this channel has made to date. Now, to put that into context, AdSense on this YouTube channel is probably only about 30%, if not even less nowadays, of the overall pie that is the YouTube bucket of side hustles. Moving on to side hustle number 4, and that is transcribing. But it's transcribing in the new digital age. Yes, everybody can transcribe and everybody can listen to this video and type exactly what I'm saying and get paid for it. The problem is you literally have to spend 2 or 3 minutes for every 1 minute that I talk. So if you're getting paid a couple dollars per minute of transcribed text, so for example on rev.com, they'll pay you about $1 per transcribed minute. So let's say you're incredibly efficient, you're able to transcribe $1 per 1 minute. The best you can make is $60 an hour, which, don't get me wrong, that is awesome. $60 an hour is an incredible side hustle that you can do whenever you want, anywhere you want, however long you want. But the caveat is it's 1 minute of transcribed to 1 minute of paid dollars. So at the end of the day, you have an absolute maximum ceiling cap. But what these transcribing companies haven't caught on to yet is AI and digital technology transcribing software has become so good that we don't actually know the difference, especially if you're transcribing very clear native English speakers. Ideally ones that aren't talking about extremely complex scientific topics and a whole bunch of jargon that none of us have ever heard of, that we have to stop, repeat, try again, understand, before we really know what the hell they're talking about. So if you're transcribing videos like mine, for example, you can easily churn them out very, very quickly. For instances, companies that are looking for 99% accurate, most transcribing softwares that are either paid for or require some sort of subscription are almost there anyway. You can take the risk, you can take the gamble. Now that we're moving on to side hustle number 5, I'm hoping that you've started to accumulate a little bit of wealth in the last 4 side hustles. Side hustle number 5 is dividends. Now, dividends is probably the most prehistoric dinosaur way of making money and making money passively. But it is genuinely one of the best side hustles that you can ever start for a very simple reason. Because it is backed by the financial system, it is backed by millions and millions of people and billions of dollars. The New York Stock Exchange isn't going away anytime soon. The Australian Stock Exchange isn't going away anytime soon. Whereas companies like rev.com may go away quicker than either of these two. And the reason I say start with dividends instead of start day trading, swing trading, any of that, is because dividends is something that you passively learn over time. You'll invest a little bit of money into probably a blue chip stock. You won't make a huge return. You may make 8 to 10 to 12% returns on your dividends, but it's generally risk-free, especially if you're picking these brand name companies. They'll fluctuate over time, and yes, your money will go up and down. It's part of investing. It's something that you'll become more and more accustomed with. It's not 100% guaranteed, and it's not 100% safe. But if you're looking to invest money, if you're looking to make money, this is one of the ways you can definitely start a side hustle. If we're going to do some basic maths for some dividends and some very, very basic financial explanations, which is by no way, shape or form my specialty, architecture is where I thrive. First of all, you'd go ahead and pick a blue chip stock. Pick a bank, pick any bank, pick one of the best banks you can. Obviously, they're going to pay a bit of a lower dividend because they're quite safe. Let's say your bank pays a 5% fully franked dividend. You've invested $1,000, 5% of 1,000, you're gonna get $50 back every year. Sweet, thank you very much. Once you've dabbled into dividends, you've understood the basics of stock trading. You know what their profit and loss sheets look like, you know what their EBITDA is. You really understand some of these fundamental basics significantly more than you ever would have if you just dived into swing trading. Now, I personally use swing trading as side hustle number 6 rather than day trading. Day trading, in my opinion, is really risky. You either have to A, get super lucky, or B, be extremely talented, or C, have a very high risk tolerance and are able and willing to lose a lot of money to make a lot of money later on. Whereas with swing trading, ideally you're still buying these big brand names, but you're buying them at significantly discounted prices during times of economic hardship. So during COVID, you could have picked up some incredible companies for a bargain basement price. During an economic downturn, you can again pick up these companies for significantly lower than they ever trade at the best of times. So the goal here is to invest in great companies, solid companies that hopefully are not going anywhere for a long period of time. Investing in them when the economy is weak, when you are generally struggling financially, when we are thinking that cost of living has gone up so much and we are struggling on a day-to-day basis, that is the time that we should be looking to invest into the market. Now, to end with a special spoiler and a special twist, side hustle number 6 is ridiculously simple. It's not even a hustle, really. You don't have to do anything. It's bank interest. Once you've been able to accumulate $1,000 a week, let's say you've done it for a year. You've made $52,000 clean, tax-free, amazing, well done. But then the tax man comes along and takes away about $8,000 in taxes here in Australia if you've made 52K. So you're left with a cool $44,000 to your name. Incredible. You've still profited $44,000 doing side hustles over a 12-month period. It may have taken you a year or 2 or 3 to get here, but you've managed to get to that goal. Now, at the moment in Australia, banks are paying upwards of 4% on interest, which means you can go ahead and put your $42,000 into the bank, leave it there, do absolutely nothing, and the bank will give you $1,500 at the end of the year.